The human immunodeficiency virus and the acquired immunodeficiency syndrome have for the past 2 decades continued to spread across all continents, killing millions of adults at their prime, disrupting and impoverishing families, turning millions of children into orphans, weakening the workforce, thereby threatening the social and economic fabric of communities, as well as political stability of nations. Sexually transmitted infections represent a major public health problem in the world, and the advent and increase of human immunodeficiency virus infection during the last decade has highlighted the importance of infections spread by the sexual route.
What is HIV or AIDS and other STIs? Human immunodeficiency virus (HIV) is an infection that attacks in body's immune system, specifically the white blood cells called CD4 cells. This puts you at cancer. AIDS stands for Acquired Immunodeficiency Syndrome. It is the final stage in infection with HIV. It is happen when the body's immune system is badly damaged because of the virus.
HIV is the same as AIDS, although it's been decades since the beginning of the pandemic. At times, media outlets still do not draw the distinction between HIV or human immunodeficiency syndrome and AIDS acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. These days, thanks to advances in HIV treatment, most people with HIV will never have AIDS. The Stigma Project has developed a great graphic or cheat sheet regarding the appropriate use of two terms in conversation or discussion.
STD. The term sexually transmitted disease refers to a group of illnesses that can be transmitted from one person to another through the sharing of body fluids, including ejaculate or cum, vaginal fluids, blood, and other fluids. Apart from sharing similar ways of infecting people, the various diseases comprising the STD have little in common. They have a variety of different causes, including bacteria and viruses. They produce a variety of symptoms, and they have a very different effect on the body when left untreated.
How do these stigmas affect people with HIV? Stigmas can come in many different forms. People living with HIV can be subjected to stigmas that are not only experienced but also internalized or even anticipated. HIV stigmas and discrimination can also be self-imposed, individual, structural, or institutional. HIV stigmas can negatively affect the physical health, healthcare, behaviors, and interpersonal relationships of people living with HIV, and can impact many aspects of life.
Effects of both men and women and LGBTQ. Most studies affect both men and women, but in many cases, the health problem they cause can be more severe for women. If a pregnant woman has an STD, it can cause serious health problems from the baby. Fear of negative reaction from their doctors if they disclose their sexual orientation. Doctors' lack of understanding of lesbian disease risks and issues that may be important to lesbian. Lack of health insurance because of no domestic partner benefits.
It is not our differences that divide us. It is our inability to recognize and accept. Discrimination has a lot of layers that make it tough for us to get a leg. So then HIV is not a toxic for your respiration. Spread awareness and get out of the isolation.